All right, I just want to chime in the Joe Rogan's controversy with Spotify and whatever there is. Now, I just want to tell you that if in case you're sensitive, don't watch my video because, my video is not for snowflakes and people who get easily offended. If you do, please just walk off. I would rather have lesser views, but with people who have the character to be offended. Okay, so I hope that's clear. All right, let's move on. Now, Joe Rogan is a color commentator. He's a comedian. He is loved by so many, including the MMA community. Now, all of a sudden, after he got that big deal with Spotify, 100 million, he'll get paid 20 million every year. He has 11 million viewers per episode. So all of a sudden, because he bought Dr. Malone, and that also authorities, people who have been part of creating the mRNA, whatever vaccine, I don't know the technical side to this, but these are authority figures. These are people who have expertise. Okay. Now, whether you agree or don't agree or whatever, I'm not saying who's right, who's wrong. Okay. So, he brings different people to give their point of view. Now, after he bought in that COVID vaccine podcast, some musician, Neil Young and some other old grandpas whose glory days are gone, who are living on their past records and who have anyway not been saints, who have done alcohol, drugs and lived a great life. So these grandpas, these old chaps who are not relevant, all of a sudden, okay, I don't agree with your views, so I'll pull off my music. Okay, I'll pull it out. Now, it's like, to give you an understanding of how silly it sounds, I don't like you, you're doing your thing, I don't like you, so I'll leave this country and go. Okay, now you're a grown adult, you can do that. So all of them are doing that. Fine, whoever wants to do it, go ahead and do it. But now, that is not the problem. What the problem is, you're giving, all these people are like, we want him to be deplatformed. We don't want him to have a platform where he can have his podcast. No, we want him completely shut down. They are asking Spotify, no, take him out, deplatform him. So then what would be next? Oh, YouTube, deplatform him. So what is the solution? The solution is, if I don't like someone, okay, so they should be removed. Then in that case, every person I don't like should be removed. So what is the solution? We should have a world where everyone says everything what pleases you. Oh, I like this. Good. Let him be there. Oh, it's very pleasing. He is kissing my ass. Let him be there. Okay. Now, in order to make their case stronger, what they did is they went through every podcast, cherry-picked everything that he said that was offensive, and now finally they come with the N-word. Now, I'm telling you again, if you're sensitive, don't listen. Now, the N-word, or the word, listen carefully, don't take it out of context. The N-word is nigger or negro or nigga or whatever. If you see stand-up comedy specials, people use that term, nigger or negro or whatever. Blacks use it on blacks. Okay. Now, here's the ironical thing. A black can say to a black person, hey, negro, nigger or whatever, or they can use it in terms of a movie, or they can use it in terms of stand-up comedy. 70s and 80s, they used to use it. Yes, it was used also as a racial slur. Totally agree. But people used to use it as informal way of bonding and just breaking down barriers where, like, they're not keeping formal. Hey, nigger, and If you see some of the old, like Coach Carter, or you see some of the amazing movies like We Were Titans or whatever, Denzel Washington, Samuel Jackson, they've used these terms. Okay, in history also they've used it. Now rap artists use it, comedians use it. Okay, if you remember the movie Jackie Chan, that Rush, Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan, when Chris Tucker says it to one guy that he wants to enter the club, I've seen this long ago, so I may not be very accurate. So Chris Tucker sees this black guy standing there and says, "Yo, my nigga," and gives him a high five or a shake hand and goes into the club. So Jackie Chan is standing there. You know, he's playing the character that he feels he is trying to blend in. So he looks at this black guy, "Yeah, my nigga," and he just say, I said, "What the hell did you say?" And you know, it's comedy, but you know, he tries to fight him. Now, in terms of me, I'm a South Indian, and my father is from Kerala, my mother is from Mangalore. My stepfather, my mother remarried, is from Mangalore. So people have told me, "You fucking Indian," or "You stinky curry smelling," whatever. And when people want to get personal, they think they're insulting me. They say, "They're fucking Malbari or Mallu." Now, for a long time, when I was small, I used to take it very offensively. I used to I used to feel bad. And to be honest, I used to feel ashamed that, oh shit, I don't want to tell anyone I'm Malbari or Mallu. Okay. In fact, I didn't want to identify myself as South Indian. Well, forget that. I didn't want to identify myself as an Indian. I wanted to always had the aspirations. I'll be American or Canadian or some foreigner, whatever, passport holder. But as I grew older, I realized, why? In fact, where my point of view changed was in Citibank. I was 20-year-old. And I was a young guy, and I saw this guy, he was in auto loans. Can't get his name. So we are in the pantry, and we are making tea, coffee. And then I just asked this guy, are you, very sheepishly, I said, "Are you Keralite?" I didn't want to say Malu. So he was stirring his tea and looked up and said, "You mean, am I a Malu?" I said, yeah. He said, "Oh, fucking Malu," he said. "And I'm proud to be one." Why, what the fuck is the problem? Straight away, he made it sound so fucking cool. I was like, oh, fuck, wow. Malayali, Mallu, Malbari, or whatever you can call it, who's proud. Now, I know Malbari is for the Keralite Muslims from the north or the seaside or whatever. There's a differentiation. But he was proud. He was not ashamed. These Arabs, they say, "Hey, Malbari, hey, Malbari." Arabs used to say in the Gulf. And people used to feel ashamed. Today, fuck, our Malus or Malbaris or whatever, they realize, fuck, they have a lot more money than you, man. So shut the fuck up. In fact, there's a statement which is known fact. If all the Keralites and Malayalis and if only the South Indian, if only the Keralites left UAE would be completely empty. It would crash. Why do you think Sheikh Mohammed tweeted in Malayalam to the Kerala minister? The majority of Malayalis, nurses, doctors, engineers. So in the same way, for Joe Rogan, he never used this in a manner to hurt anyone. What they did is took words out of context. Like for example, now I said the word nigger or negro or whatever. So just imagine you only take the word law and you say, Loy said the word nigger, he's racist. No, use the whole context, man. Or if I say Malbari, take the whole context. Imagine a 3-hour podcast or 2-hour podcast. You take 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Does it make sense? And now, listen, if you get offended, don't watch that channel or don't tune in. If I don't like someone, I don't tune in. That doesn't mean just because I don't like someone, no, take his channel down, deplatform him, shut down his this thing. Then I'm happy. Oh, good. If that is the case, then let's say I don't agree with Muslims, okay, with Islam. Should you shut down all the Islamic channels, all the Muslim preachers? Should you deplatform all of them? Let's say I don't like Hindus, example, or Christians, or religious people. Should I shut down? No, for what? There should always be an opposing point of view. I totally encourage, I always want people to have an opposing point of view. It brings about debate, it brings about discussion. Like for example, if someone says a joke about the Holocaust or Jews, oh, Whoopi Goldberg, suspend her, take her. No, in Whoopi Goldberg's case, she didn't say anything offensive. All she said, it is not about race, it's about, a human being doing it to another human being. Now, she's not factually correct, okay? But cancelling her is what? We have suddenly this new generation that has come up, which is self-entitled. They don't like anything. No, cancel it or shut it down. Where are the days where people would literally abuse each other left, right and center and be mentally strong? Today, oh, I felt offended. Oh, transphobic, Islamophobic, genderphobic, this phobic, that phobic, Hindu phobic. What nonsense is all this, man? I want people to criticize me. I want people to criticize my ideas. And it's good. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how we live in a world where we have so many ideas. And it makes it a better place, man. If we start living in a society where everyone says yes and everyone's pleasing and everyone's nice, it becomes fucking boring. Oh, I apologize if it hurt your feelings. See, Joe Rogan has to say it because he's under contract with them. Otherwise, when he's getting paid 20 million, that's why he has to apologize. He has a responsibility towards Spotify and their shareholders and their stock and all that shit. So he has to do it. He's a better man, at least. And see how beautifully he answered. He said, I'm still a fan of Neil Young. I'll tell you what is going to happen. They will have a very tough time going through this. But eventually Joe Rogan is going to get even more popular, even more famous, even more recognized. The amount of publicity, Al Jazeera, BBC World, CNN, every single news outlet is talking about Joe Rogan. People who never heard of Joe Rogan now are tuning in. And very soon now he's going to be world famous. He's going to be an icon. They are just fueling the fire to make him more famous. Idiots. Which is very good actually. And I'll tell you now, the funny thing is before, nobody would even bother about those episodes. Now people are dying to know what he said in those episodes. You made him more famous. They're fucking idiots. Good. Man, what the fuck is it? In fact, my daughter, I want people to abuse her. I want people to shout at her. I want her to go through tough times. That'll be fucking tough. Someone calls her names. Hey, you ugly piece of shit. Hey, your father is this, your mother is this. Good. Be fucking strong. She should say, anything else? How many people abuse me, bash me up online? Good. Come on. Say, these are words you're typing. That is why when people say, Loy, big fan of yours. Oh, Loy, admire your work. Words. Doesn't matter. What, do you want me to feel great when you praise me? And shit when you insult me? Then what? Up, down, up, down, up, down? Do you want me to be surrounded by yes men? And keep away all the no men? That's why for me it's very simple. You pay me money. Finish. That's what matters. I don't care about anything else. Look. There will be lots of things which will be offensive. Lots of things. You need to grow a pair of balls and face the world. Someone says something offensive. Fine. You can say, I got offended by good, it's cool, but we can still shake hands. I find a lot of things offensive. Do you think I go in the channel, oh, I found it offensive, You said something offensive, good. Good for you. You can insult my mother, father, brother, sister, daughter, wife. Good. Exercise your right. I will choose to give your comment or opinion importance or not. You need to grow the fuck up, man. What the hell is this? I do not agree with everything Joe Rogan says, but I'm not going to cancel. Like, for example, Zakir Naik. I think he's a fucking idiot. But do I want his channel to shut down? No, hell no. Let it be there. He's doing his thing. A lot of Muslims, Hindus, Christians, they say a lot of stuff. Even atheists, they say a lot of stuff which is garbage. In fact, even this COVID discussion, let both sides be there, man. See, I'm vaccinated. But I hate this, you know, discrimination of vaccines. Let it be there. Even in my group, people don't agree with me. There are a lot of people who don't agree with me. What? You want a world where everyone agrees with everything you say? Then let's say tomorrow you get a world where everyone agrees with everything everyone says, and tomorrow they don't agree with what you say. What, you have to dance to their tunes? Then where is your authenticity? Where is your opinion? What's gone wrong with our world, man? From being men who used to, you know, we had bikers and guys used to ride Harleys, and men with beards and tattoos and rough tough, and, you know, go to war and fight a war and say, I've been through tough times. And now you have, oh, I got offended. Oh, it broke my heart. Oh, it was transphobic. Oh, that joke was so offensive. Like this female, I got raped in the metaverse. In that imaginative world, I got raped. Oh, I'm emotionally distressed. Oh, his words broke my heart. Fucking abuse me, man. Abuse me as much as you like. What the fuck is this? In fact, when people abuse me or insult me, it's a good screenshot. Entertainment for people. Like, you know, those mean tweets. It's fun. Every time praising, Law, you're so great. Law, you're so amazing. Law. Okay, I understand you say it from your heart, but I tell people, you want to praise me? Send some money. Much better than praise. Hey, doggy. You're a nice doggy. You're a nice doggy. I'll give you a snack. Okay, a nice doggy. See? Oh, ho, ho. I've become my good friend. Oh, ho, ho. All right. My prediction for Joe Rogan, he's going to be even bigger now. Much bigger. Much bigger. CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, all the outlets have spoken about him. And it's so funny. They're saying, oh, he's spreading misinformation, disinformation. Yeah, we'll trust the pharma industry and say, everything you tell us to inject, we'll inject. Politicians are truthful and honest. Anyway, this was my opinion. Let me know what is yours. And please, for those of you who keep saying, oh, I've deleted your comment. And why the hell should I delete your comment? It's YouTube, it's doing it. I love when there's some controversy and drama. Crazy if you think a grown-ass man like me is going to feel bad about some keyboard guy who says, oh, look at him, and please go ahead. Okay? Anyway, what I wanted to share. Let me know your thoughts. You guys take care. Okay? Come. Hey, frog. Frog. She, what is she? Frog. My wife. Miss Thailand. Dun. Baby. Chelsea. See you guys. Bye.